right, so welcome to my box opening of Newtown. For those of you who have been watching the channel, I have got a number of these Battle of the American Revolution games because I'm really interested in that particular time period. This is Volume 8, Newtown. It's a game by Mark Michaelis. And then we got a bonus game, Oriskany, by Don Hanley. And this is from GMT Games in 2013 was when this game came out. And this is the Indian country is not merely to be overrun but destroyed. Wow, that's sort of tough. George Washington. So apparently he didn't like Indian country. So these are battles. That's just mean, actually. I never read that before until right now. So this is an attack, basically the Americans going into Indian country to, I think they're actually eradicating them or getting rid of a lot of them to prevent them from attacking them. But let's see the backside here. Not the best part of the American Revolutionary War at all, but I guess it was needed. So we do have the map. We do have a lot of the game pieces here. Some of the counters here that we have. We have a 22 by 34 map here. Complexity, we're at 5 medium, which is not too bad. Solitary suitability is down to 2, so it's very low. So that tells me that it probably has some card play in it. That generally brings the solitary suitability down quite low on these games. As usual, battalion regiment size, 1 hour per turn, 200 yards per hex on there. And you can see that we have a list of all the other games before this one. So let's open it up and see what we have. So this is one of the games I was fortunate enough to buy brand new. I've already taken all the plastic off. But we'll start out by looking and we see that we got British and American dice here. Well, this normally is the British. I guess in this case it would be the Native American dice. And we have plastic bags for the all of the counters, and we do have some opportunity cards here, and we have our tactical cards. So that's the opportunity cards. It looks like it takes about that much maybe of the deck. So I'm thinking this is probably why the solitaire suitability is so low, is because of these cards. Whenever you throw in these types of cards, it makes it tough for a single player to play the game, unless they can figure out a way to, effectively use these cards without knowing exactly what it is and playing against it all the time. So we have our map. I will come back to the map here in a sec. We'll look and see what else we have here. We have the player's aid card here, and it looks like we have 2 of them as usual, and they're identical to each other. These are all of the charts and tables that you're going to be using during battle, close combat, dice roll modifiers, tactical matrix, close combat, rifle artillery to hit, and army morale adjustment, victory points, and terrain hex costs for movement as you move through everything. And then we have the series rule book, as all these games have the series rule book. This one is February 2013. The latest version is online, so I would recommend that you go to GMT's website and look at the latest version online, the living rules. But these are the rules that govern all of these games. These are the generic rules, terminology, how to win, sequence of play, stacking, initiate, zone of control, rifle fire, defensive artillery fire, things like that. So these are all the rules that apply to all of the games, and these are the base set of rules that you work with. Then once you've learned these, and there's only 12 pages of that, well, 11 really, as the sequence play. Once you learn those, then for each game you have a exclusive rule book for the game. And so this is for Newtown and Oriskany, and battle with the Iroquois Confederation in the Western New York. So we have our counters, some things on our counters, and then we have preparation of play, table of contents, special rules, Indian rules here, American native rules. Of course, this is done, maybe before that time. I'm not sure. Let's see. You would think 2013, but I don't know. Then we have special units, series rule variants, so preparation to play. And again, these are just all the rules, and here's your cards that come in, and this is what's going to really change the way this plays. And I'm sure that the Iroquois nation had different ways of attacking. Indian honor you have here, movement. So yeah, I'm sure that you're going to have a special way of attacking. The Iroquois are going to have a certain way of attacking compared to the Continental Army, and so that's what most of these rules are probably going to incorporate. Yes, withdrawals, special units, combat results, historical scenario here, and then the historical summary. Now it starts at page 12, so you only have about 10 pages. Actually, a little bit less. Yeah, about 10 pages of rules to read there. And this, I'm going to have to read this. It's going to be really interesting for me to read. I want to know a little bit about this battle. I've never really heard of this battle before this, so this is all new to me, which is kind of cool. Kind of cool to find out. And here's the second game, Oriskany, and how to play and the special rules that are involved with that. British player, and then historical summary of that battle. So that's going to also be interesting to see. And then we have all of our playing pieces here, photograph of that on the back. And then we have our sequence of play for both games on the back there. And then here we have our pieces. Now this is thinner cardboard than the last two games I had before that, actually. So yeah, not quite as thick here. But again, we have two player sides here. And that's interesting. Some interesting drawings here and images on these. See, I think this is gonna be different than all the other games that I've played in this series, I'm sure. And I'm looking forward to finding out exactly how different that is going to be. So this map is generally they're single-sided maps, but because we have two games here, it looks like, yes, we do have a double-sided map. So this is a heavy, pretty heavy-weighted paper, and semi-gloss maybe. We have our map key right here at the top. Let me get that in frame here for you. We have our sequence of play there. And then we have the Army morale track here, game turn track, capture and eliminated. And then we have pre-game entrenchment. Is that what? Sorry, I can't read upside down. Enhancement table. Enhancement. Sorry, I couldn't read that upside down. Pre-game Indian enhancement table. Honor table. And resolve dice roll modifiers. So that's that side. And then we have, looks like a fort there almost. Ambush success table. So apparently there's some ambushing going on Oriskany, which will be interesting to see how that plays out. And of course we have a little bit of expanded keys down here as far as terrain keys go. Leader, victory points, and army morale table. Sequence of play here, and then we have the game turn track down here and the morale. So yeah, it's really a nice looking map too. All right. So this was my box opening, rather quick, I know, but Newtown, battle with the Iroquois Confederacy, battle with the Iroquois Confederacy in the Western New York. So that's this particular game here, and we'll see if I can play that without feeling too bad, actually. So I hope some victories come out of that. For I'm not sure who I'm going to be rooting for when I play this game, actually, but. That's my box opening on that. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Please do subscribe to the channel, and hopefully you'll be around for my gameplay and other box openings. Thanks for watching this one.